care of home first. Home base where loan works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience, keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive with no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes, right in front of my building, right in front of my left one step.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Let's get back into it. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about Kelvin Sheppard, the in-house defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. He's now taking over for Aaron Glenn, and definitely, man, he learned up on Aaron Glenn, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that he's going to run the team like Aaron Glenn. Definitely, this dude is capable of getting the job done. I believe in this guy of getting the job done. But before you have to believe, you got to know that you know that you know that this is the guy that's going to be the coordinator. And this is the guy that's going to try to take this defense to the next stratosphere and to the next level. And that's what we only can hope for Kelvin Sheppard. We really don't know what type of defensive coordinator he's going to be. We don't know if he's going to be aggressive like Dan Campbell. We don't know if he's going to be kind of like wishy-washy all over the place. We don't know. Is he going to play man coverage a lot like Aaron Glenn played, or is he going to mix it up and play zone and man coverage? So it's going to be a lot of things that's going to be on the table for Kelvin Sheppard to be able to take this defense up. But at the same time, what do you really want out of him? And if you're the Detroit Lions fans, you just want the defense to get better. We know that a lot of guys got hurt this season, and it is what it is. It happens. You can't prevent injuries from happening because they happen. And we lost some key components on the team. You know, we lost Marcus Davenport at the beginning of the season. Then Aiden Hutchinson goes down. Then you got Malcolm Rodriguez going down. You got our cornerback, starting corner, Carlton Davis going down. At the end of the season, you got Amik Roberson going down. Terrion Arnold went down for a second. I mean, just everybody was going down. Malcolm Rodriguez went down. Derek Barnes gone for the season. Aleem McNeil. So it was just so much that the defense was going through, man. And against the Washington Commanders, man, it was basically we didn't have that juice towards the end to be able to capitalize like we should have been able to capitalize. We did what we could. We made it all the way to the playoffs, but the defense ran out of juice. Now, in the offseason, it's going to be Brad Holmes' job to be able to get this defense the juice that it needs. You know, whether you go out there and get a free agent, a guy like a Khalil Mack to bring in to go along with someone that you're going to draft, because I definitely think that he will draft somebody, but at the same time, we recognize that we need that other guy that's going to be on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. To this year, how things planned out, now you know you got to have guys ready to go, because we lost both of our starting defensive ends. We lost Hutch and we lost Marcus Davenport. So we know this season we got to, I don't care if Brad Holmes decides to double up and get 3 or 4 players on the defensive side of the ball, especially on the line, because that's a lot where, you know, what the weakness is at on Detroit. I don't care. If he decides to grab 2 pass rushers, cool. If he decides to grab 2 pass rushers and a defensive tackle, cool. But it's his job to make sure that he gets Kelvin Sheppard the best personnel out on the field that he possibly can get. And we all know that pass rushing is something that the Lions need. The offense is there. I don't have to say too much about the offense. The offense is there. The defense is where you want it to be at. You want the Lions defense to be either a top 10 defense or a top 15 defense. Now we know that you don't have to win 15 games in the season to make it to a Super Bowl, because you can get bounced out. After your first game in the playoffs, you won all those games in the regular season, and then you get bounced out. So the main thing is keeping the main thing, and that's just being able to get to the postseason. Once you get to the postseason, ain't no telling what can happen. If you get hot at the right time, just like the Lions did the year before last, they got hot at the right time and made it to the NFC Championship game. But now you see that there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to come back next season and go to a Super Bowl, even though everybody wanted the Lions to go to the Super Bowl. And the record that we had said that this team should be playing in the Super Bowl, just like Kansas City is getting prepared to play the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. It's the same thing. The Lions, we thought that the Lions would be able to get it done, but we see that we still got some work to do. It's going to be a long off season, but we got to get this defense together for our new defensive coordinator in Kelvin Sheppard. You got to get him the personnel, Brad Holmes, on the field. You got to get him. No matter if we decide to keep Zadarius Smith or we decide to go in a different direction, I say keep him because he can be a guy that's going to be in heavy rotation, even if he's the starter alongside Hutch. But we need help, man. We need help. And I think once this defense takes full effect and get the pieces that it needs, the missing pieces that it needs to be effective, I think that the Lions are going to be a better team. And I don't care about going 15-2 and things of that nature. I just care about getting into the playoffs and causing havoc when you get in the playoffs. That's what it's all about, man. Be able to cause havoc when you get in the playoffs. So I don't know what type of defensive coordinator Kelvin Sheppard is going to be. None of us know, but we did decide to promote him from within, and I don't think anything is wrong with it. But at the same time, I thought that they were probably going the outside because of the play calling and stuff like that. But we don't know how Kelvin Sheppard's going to run the defense. We don't know if he's going to do what AG did and kind of keep it man defense, or is he going to be a zone defense, or is he going to mix it up? Is he going to have multiple defenses? So we don't know, but I'm wishing the best for Kelvin Sheppard, man, to get this defense turned up next season and make it to the postseason. I'm not saying that the Lions got to go out and have the best record in the NFL, but the job is to be able to get to the postseason consecutively. Continue to keep doing what you're doing. We got a lot of young pieces on this team, and now we need the pieces on the defense to finalize this thing. We need some guys that's some dogs in that front seven. We need flat-out dogs, and we need those dogs, especially on the defensive line. We need another defensive tackle. We don't know how long Aleem McNeil is going to be out, so we're probably going to need help. But I would say definitely bring back Levi. You're probably going to have to bring back Levi, but you're going to need a pass rusher in order to do what you need to do to have that guy playing alongside Aiden Hutchinson, because this defense ultimately needs to be built around Aiden Hutchinson. All right, guys, leave it in the comment section what you think about the new defensive coordinator in Detroit. I'm out of here. This is Raw Detroit. I'll see you next time. Peace.